Hiya, how's it? And welcome to our podcast about bridging global cultures, celebrating the good, the bad, milestones, and growing together.
Well done.
Thank you very much. How has your week been? Tell me your highs, your lows, your rent freeze.
Oh, it's been a good week. It's been a good week. I had a really good food day.
Ooh, tell me about it.
We went to the high tea.
Yes, we did.
At the Diamond Jubilee room?
Tea room?
Tea room?
I think so.
Fortnum Masons?
Yes. It's the first time I've been to Fortnum Masons.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
So good. It's probably my favorite place in London, like just to go. I feel very happy when I'm in there. My bank balance doesn't feel happy when I leave because I don't think I've ever walked out of there not buying something.
Well, they're biscuit tins, honestly.
Biscuit tins.
I bought plain biscuits, but mostly I bought myself a biscuit tin.
Yeah, because the tin is fucking exceptional. The food was so good. Like,
absolutely incredible. I think it might be one of the best afternoon teas that I've been to.
I think it's probably the best. I've been fortunate enough to, that's my third one I've done here. And bearing in mind, like the last one we went to the Ritz, which was fab. But this one was just like, it was so good. Yeah. Those little sandwiches.
Oh, and it's bottomless sandwiches. You can order more. And we did.
And the scones. I think the scones were like a highlight. I'm a scone. Give me a scone any day of the week. So
the question is, are you a cream first, strawberry second, or jam first, clotted cream second?
So I nearly called you out on Saturday, but I didn't. I was eyeballing you. So I fully believe the clotted cream needs to go at the bottom because that's your butter. That's like essentially your butter, right? And then the jam goes on top. But I see you do it the other way. Why?
Around.
Sacrilege.
It just makes so much more sense to me in my life. I feel like the jam should be the base, and then you put in cream on top.
No, the clotted cream is the butter. The clotted cream is the butter.
The thickest butter ever.
Oh my gosh, so good. So yeah, so that was like my absolute high.
That was my high too.
Was it?
So you know, yeah. It was so lovely.
We actually went for Arwen's birthday.
Yes.
You guys know Arwen because she was on the pod last week. So we went for her belated birthday gift.
Very belated.
When we
got to the table, they said, "Oh, you're here for a birthday," and I was like, "No, we're not."
I was like, "Yes, we are." Do you know what else was quite funny? So obviously you get bottomless sandwiches and you get bottomless like whatever, like the cakes and stuff, like the patisseries, which is amazing. So we obviously order more, and then right at the end they brought Arwen, because it was her birthday, they brought her like 3 beautiful pieces of like this lemon drizzle sponge with like this chocolate blackberry thing, and she's like, "No thank you." We're like, no, it's your birthday, you're supposed to get it. She's like, okay.
You can't say no to this.
You can't say no to this. So yeah, that was my high. Nice. It was really good. My low, we don't want to get political. We're not going to get political.
We don't need to get political.
We don't need to get political. But I think all the shit that's happening with like Tropicana and the latest developments in the world, I think it's quite dark and it's quite scary to hear what they are experiencing.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it to have a very clear, I guess, opinion about it, if that makes sense. Yeah. I don't. You share something really interesting with me, which I need to read. But I just think it's feeling very close to home. Everything that's kind of happening, you know. Yeah. You always think it's far away. It's far away, right?
Right.
It's other right. So that's very much a low. I think a low that can potentially get pulled into a high is that we actually know somebody, Sam. So Sam is going to be leading an all-women convoy in March, on International Women's Day in March. They're taking supplies to Ukraine.
Yes.
Which I think is amazing, and we're going to link it for everyone on the episode so you can go make donations. So in the bad can come the good.
Yeah.
But I just think it feels quite dark. And
heavy.
I mean, yeah, I woke up this morning and I was like, this is the first thing I'm seeing on my Instagram. I'm like, I'm going to be deleting you for today. And then funny enough, I had to reinstall it because we had to prepare for the episode.
Exactly. I completely agree, and it's my low as well. I think we need to acknowledge what's happening, and so when this episode drops, it's probably been about a week and a bit since the US have attacked Iran. Yeah, and they're in full scale war now.
Yeah, literally full scale war.
And we don't really know what this is going to mean, and hopefully we'll have a bit more clarity in about a week's time, but it could become very long and very drawn out. And unfortunately, we know that wars and conflict never lead to good outcomes.
No,
and it's really sad, and there's going to be a lot of people affected by it, and it does feel a little bit close to home. And I mean, how privileged that we've managed to go so long without it feeling
because this, and you're looking at that war, but you're also looking at the war in Ukraine as well, right?
Exactly.
I feel like the war in Ukraine has just been forgotten about, and you're like, is this the part of something bigger? You don't know. Like I said, I'm not going to get political or start thinking of like these theories, but it's been going on for so long
that we don't even talk about it.
We don't even talk about the war in Ukraine, which is actually so sad. But I think, like you said, we very much live in a privileged society where it's
right now,
but now when it starts becoming close to home, you're a bit like, oh, okay, this is actually very much a reality that everybody in this world and this continent are that this is the life that we're leading at the moment. We're all growing up in a time of war.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it is heavy. And not that it is going to help anybody, but our thoughts and really are with
100%.
those, and we're sending so much love to friends and family that are stuck in the Middle East. Parents are stuck in the Middle East and they can't get out. Exactly. What the next steps even look like. And I think also because you don't want to leave. This is your home. This is the life that you've created for yourself.
Yeah.
So the solution doesn't feel like, oh, we'll just come home.
No, you can't just leave. Like, what am I leaving and what am I going to?
So it's really challenging.
Yeah, it is challenging. Wow, that's so depressing.
It is quite depressing.
Really, really depressing.
I've been living rent-free.
Okay, my rent-free is so random. It's a food item again.
Love it. So, a little bit lighter. Thank you very much. So obviously Easter is in full swing. Yes.
It's not Easter yet, but let me tell you, it's feeling a bit Eastery. So so obviously there's loads of Easter eggs everywhere. And I'm a newly, what is the term? Like, I'm a new lover of Biscoff. I'm a new adopter of Biscoff. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but why
only newly?
Biscoff's never been a thing for me. Like, I've never been like, I love Biscoff. I think I started only liking it like towards the late of last year, and Cadbury have brought out their Biscoff filled like cream eggs, but they're filled with Biscoff.
Is it just filled with Biscoff?
No. It's Biscoff spread and like crunchy bits in it.
Oh, crunchy Biscoff.
Let me tell you, that thing is ridiculous. Like that is a joke.
Does it rival the M&S caramel eggs?
It's very different.
Okay.
It's a different experience, yes. Okay, but look, you're speaking to a person. Give me a filled egg. I don't care what it is.
Just love a cream egg.
Give me a cream egg. Give me one of those things.
Pistachio, caramel. I see they got a coffee one as well.
Yeah, I'm not fussy, but let me tell you, those little Biscoff, little filled eggs are exceptional. So much so that when I did grocery shopping yesterday, I didn't even go down I was like, I can't, because I will buy that.
All of them.
We'll buy all of them. So yeah, that's literally been living rent free, because I'm like, I could really do with one of those.
You could always do with
one of those. And I've been thinking about it since yesterday, since I've seen them at Tesco's. I was like, fuck, I should have bought some.
I honestly, the 4 packs of the caramel eggs at M&S, I buy extras because I know that they always sell out, and after Easter I still want my caramel eggs.
Those caramel eggs are exceptional.
So I just buy more. They come in a lovely little egg box. Very cute.
Yeah,
very aesthetic.
Very aesthetic. Very expensive too.
Oh,
like the Biscoff ones are like 90p. They're not even a pound.
Yeah, I think it's £6 for
it's £6 for 4. But they know what they doing.
They're onto a good thing.
So yeah, so that's been living rent free.
Great. That's so happy and lovely.
Listen, I need something.
My rent free is not really a rent free.
Tell us your rent free, because
that's a funny story. I was like, I need this. This is great for the pod.
Great content.
So we went out obviously for high tea on Saturday.
Yes.
And after that we also went out for a bite to eat and a couple of drinks, and we went to an arcade.
And let me tell you, you have got some mad arcade skills. You got mad driving skills. Like, I was so bad. I was just kept on going into the barrier. I was bad at everything. I tried 3 things and I couldn't do any 3.
Yeah, there was that Mario Kart thing
was lame, but the shooting one, I was like, I must be good at shooting.
You were not
good at shooting. Terrible.
To be fair, I didn't try that, so I can't actually judge.
No, you'd probably be good at it, but like...
My driving Your
driving was so good. I don't know how you were doing it. It was so good.
So anyway, we leave the arcade. It's probably about like 11ish by the time we got to Waterloo.
Earlier.
Even earlier,
because our train, we had like a...
Yes, you're right. It had to have been earlier.
It was earlier because we had a 15-minute wait for our train. Because our train was at 6 minutes past 11. No, our train was at 20:50.
Yes.
And we had like a 10-minute wait. So we actually got there, I'd say we were like 10:30, which is not crazy late.
No, I mean...
Great time, actually.
Yeah, great time to leave. Great time to go home and still get to bed at like a reasonable time. Yeah. Wash your face, go to bed. Happy days.
Yeah.
So Blaine and I get onto our train and I look and I'm like, okay, our train is going to arrive at our station at 23:21. Happy days.
Can do that.
Yeah. And I even commented and I was like, sure, the train is really busy for this time of night. And we agreed that like by the time it gets to Clapham Junction, it'll clear out because Clapham Junction is just such a big hub. And that is the last thing I remember because I promptly fell asleep, which I do.
Not even a micro nap.
I've never slept so hard. Like it felt like 2 minutes.
So crazy.
And then Blaine also fell asleep. And this has never ever happened to us. And I've heard stories about this before where people say this happens. And I'm like, how does that even happen? But we ended up in Shepparton, which is not where I live. In fact, it is like a 20-minute train journey or like 15-minute train journey past our stop.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
So I wake up and I'm like, wake up. And Blaine wakes up and he's like, yo, the train is so empty now, eh? Because obviously we'd had the conversation.
That's all he's worried about. He's like, oh, thank goodness.
Like, yeah. And I look around and I'm like, there's no one around us. And I was like, it looks like we're the only one on the train. And then I look at the time and it was 23:35.
Oh, that is...
We've missed our stop. We've missed it completely.
Honestly.
We ended up getting a £30 Uber.
And that's the reason. Can I tell you something? You would have rather taken an Uber from Central.
100%. It just got home.
And that's the reason why you don't take an Uber, because it's like £30 for like a 20-minute drive. That's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a 25-minute drive. Also, had no idea that Shepparton was... I still don't know where it is.
Okay, I need to go Google that. I don't know where it is. Was their station like really small? Was there any like amenities?
No, nothing. There was nothing.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
It was tiny. Like you could just tap out. There was no gates or anything like that. Or
no. Listen, it happens to the best of us.
Oh my gosh. But it could have been a lot worse because we could have ended up in like Cheltenham.
Can you honestly imagine if you took like the Windsor, because sometimes we can get on the same train, like imagine if it was like the Reading or the Windsor,
just ended up
Windsor
in
and Eton, and literally just been in Reading, because then you know what, that is a stuff up, because then you've got to go, you might have had to go all the way into Paddington because those trains are super direct. That's like 30 minutes.
Train.
Otherwise the next one to Richmond would have been like 50 minutes. No. Oh no.
So bad. Anyway, we got home. I still washed my face.
School fees. You paid some school fees.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised it took me this long to pay those school fees. And it's not even like we were like that inebriated.
No, you
we
were
like
hammered.
Maybe a little bit inebriated.
Yeah, but we remember we'd like eaten the whole day.
Yeah.
Like we literally, and then we still had more food.
Yeah, so we were like, I was just ready for bed. This is, if anyone ever asks, and I happily tell them, if I ever have a superpower, it's to get home immediately when I'm ready.
Yeah.
Just like
click, let's go.
And then I'm home. Because once I'm ready to go, I want to be in my bed.
And generally, let's be honest, it's going to be 45 minutes before you get home.
At least.
Depending
on where we are.
If you like get the train,
exactly.
if you time it correctly.
Yeah, and don't fall asleep on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was asleep by the time all of this was happening. I was literally fast asleep.
Yeah.
Johnny was on the couch eating his JoJo's and watching Jamie Oliver.
Jamie Oliver.
Because I said to him when I woke up in the morning, I'm like,
what did you do?
I'm like, what are you? I'm like, how long after did you come to bed? He's like, oh, like half an hour. I was like, what were you doing?
I was eating my JoJo.
I come home in the morning, there's like half a packet of like fries, like eaten. He's like, what the hell was happening in here?
But you went to bed.
I was like, I'm in bed, yo. I'm tired. A long day. Loads of drinks.
Right. So
Rightio.
Let's get into today's episode.
Okay.
We are going to deep the question, is influencing a real job?
Such an interesting one. the more and more I think about it, I'm so on the fence.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
I am, but I'm not. Influencers, to me, the whole concept of influencing is, it's very much like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it.
Yes.
Right? It doesn't stop. But we're all consuming it. No. We're all completely consuming it. So it's not stopping us from consuming it, but you either follow that kind of world or you don't.
Yeah.
So you either get it or you don't. I kind of get it. But if I look at like my Instagram, are mainly B-grade celebrities, right?
Yeah, you do love basically reality TV show people.
Exactly. But then from my For You page, I find influencers. And then I like delve a bit more and kind of dip my toe a bit more into the influencing space. I don't even think me and you, because of our algorithm, know how deep the influencing space actually is.
Oh, no, 100%. I think it goes deep.
I think in the UK, it's a tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
I've heard of names in like the US of like these influencers, and everyone and I'm like, I've never heard of them. But then you go search them and they've got like,
huge.
They are massive.
Exactly. So,
Massive.
I mean, we're constantly interacting with content creators, and it like just the type of content creators also varies, and also the platforms vary. So you have to remember that it's not, we're thinking Instagram immediately or TikTok, but actually YouTube, Twitch.
Oh my gosh, Twitch streaming.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Twitch is a streaming platform mostly for gamers.
Yeah.
So people will essentially watch people game. And it's a whole thing.
If anybody has
sports stars on Twitch.
Yeah. So if anybody has kids, we've got friends with kids that are kind of 7, 8, 9, and that's what they watch. That's what they want to watch on YouTube. They want to watch these Twitch streamers that are playing games.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a whole market, and it's a whole market of content creation. I mean, you've got runfluencers, you've got trad wives, you've got pickup artists, you've got hairfluencers.
Yes.
Literally like influencers that the entire demographic is people with curly hair, for example. Animals. Oh my gosh. Literally animals.
It's like, that's a literally big thing.
There are dogs out there that are exceptionally famous, more famous than most people.
Honestly, and I've actually met one or two of them. Like I remember randomly, I was coming back from Kingston on the train, coming to Richmond, and this most beautiful dog, and his owner was very like, his owner looked eccentric, right? He was like very well dressed, and you could just looked a bit different. So anyways, I said, oh, can I say hello to your dog? He's like, yes, this is whatever his name, you should follow them on Instagram.
I love it. I love the self-promotion.
No. And then somebody else came and they're like, oh, you're that dog from Instagram. And he's like, yes, I am. And I was like, oh, cool. I've met an influencer in the wild. Yeah. And you're cute. I will follow you.
Sometimes I see influencers around. Like, they're the closest to famous people that I see. Yeah. And I'm like, ooh. We do live in like influencer central though, to be fair.
My gosh. And literally, let's be honest, go down to Richmond waterfront on a Saturday, the sun's shining, even a Sunday, they're all gonna be here. They're all gonna be here.
So what are the kinds of influencers that you follow?
Mixed bag. So like you said, very much reality TV. I'm like big into the reality TV sort of vibe. Loads of like Love Islanders.
So a lot of them will often use platforms like Love Island to become influencers or really promote themselves. It's basically an opportunity for self-promotion.
I think it's fair, right? Because Love Island, it's a TV show and it's a game.
And it's also a trade, right?
Yeah,
so you're trading your personal life for what comes with that. So you're trading it for like going on something like Love Island and opening yourself up to that 100%. World of whatever that.
Yeah, and that's kind of your payoff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I would say mine is such a mixed bag. So I've got like the reality TV stuff. I've got like the Love Islanders that I've maybe watched in previous seasons that I've like connected with, and they've throughout their journey become these influencers.
Yeah.
Loads of food influencers. Like food content is like the biggest thing. And then I would also say I really love, and I think we've mentioned it before, I love like, what do I eat? You know, like a day in my life of. So I just follow a lot of like normal people. Most of them are moms, funny enough.
Yeah, okay.
But like, I'm obviously not a mom, but they're like kind of my age. And they just seem like really normal people, but they've made their career being a YouTuber, or they, you know, started blogging when blogging was a thing. Then the YouTube,
I think that's
and now they're kind of like
the ones that we follow often started as bloggers.
Yes,
because they're sort of more like our age group.
Very much our age group.
They were pre-influencers influencing.
Kind of they were kind of bloggers. And then it's quite funny because they're quite relatable in that sense, because the lives, and I love seeing the whole spectrum of the life, right? I don't necessarily want this perfect curated, which we've had this conversation about before as well. I'm not into a curated Instagram. I don't want to see that. I want to see your real life, because it makes me, oh, okay, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, similar to mine. We're just normal people. So yeah, mine's like very, like a real, and then a couple of fitness stuff as well.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of fitness women, or sometimes even guys. I also love like the whole debunking of myths and stuff. So you get there's some really good male content fitness creators who are quite cool, and they're like, okay, well, you know, this guy can eat that, but you as a woman, you're not going to be able to eat that. Or they'll speak over other videos and it's like, can you believe this person is telling you to do X, Y, Z?
It's called stitching.
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
stitching.
It's got a word. I love stitches.
Yeah, so I love kind of that. So I do follow a couple of those. So like really, like I said, quite
wide.
Quite happy though. Like really,
but yours is very good. You've got a very good algorithm.
Tell me yours.
I mean, I definitely have a lot of lifestyle and design and stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, I follow a really lovely interior designer. Cooking, obviously. Yeah. Loads of chefs, nutritionists, all of that realm of cooking. Weirdly enough, a lot of parenting stuff.
Yeah, hey, because we're not parents.
But I think it's also because I'm obviously definitely on the fence about being
you're still kind of like half.
Sort of. I'm like 20% at the moment, like 5% at the moment.
But it could change.
Exactly. And because of that, I'm obsessed with like gaining as much knowledge as I can about anything. And if I'm going to do it, I want as much knowledge and as much of like the technical details that go into
Okay, so these aren't just like these are like...
But like pediatricians.
Okay.
And,
oh, wow.
And like midwives and stuff. Like, I probably know more about birth than most pregnant people right now.
That is
like people that have had babies, they definitely know more about birth than I do. But like most pregnant people, so I like know a lot about birth.
That is so funny. That's so random.
But like I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to do this, like I need to know every single detail about what's going to happen to my body.
Yeah, you need all the information. Yeah, you're not going to
make an informed decision.
You want you want to make that informed
and then
decision.
Obviously like pediatricians, like what to do in an emergency situation. Anyway, parenting is a whole thing. I mean, mom guilt, like geez, I have mom guilt and I'm not even a mom.
Mom guilt with Louis.
Good luck to you guys. Runfluencers, it's a whole
oh my gosh. Listen, the runfluencer thing broke out, I would say, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
They've dropped off quite a bit. I must admit they've definitely dropped off. But we're going into summer.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the runs are coming. Yeah. And
also the more we run, the more runfluencers like pop up. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even have a subscription to run anymore.
No, but if you do,
but if I do, let me tell you.
Into it. Obviously fitness influencers and like some body positivity health stuff. And then a lot of the stitches that I interact with they like stitch the manosphere, and so it's like quite feminist leaning and like gender study kind of professors.
I've been fed quite a lot more of that stuff.
Of me,
no, but it's not a bad thing. Mine however seem to be a bit more kind of just normal women pulling out, like getting clips of all like these podcasts or whatever, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? So which I mean, I'm not sad about it.
There's one that I actually didn't get his name, but I should have. We'll link it in the show notes as well, like whoever we speak about.
There's gonna be so many links. There's gonna be so many links.
It's so good. Like he does stitching, but he's a professor, and then he'll go and like actually look at the studies or try and find the studies that back up some of the claims.
Okay, that's
and
cool.
Then he'll be like, okay, you read this part of the study, but you didn't read the conclusion, and this is actually the outcome.
See, I quite like that. So it's very like informed, scientific,
very informed, very like clear, like why the position is incorrect, or he's not just saying, oh, like, I don't like this. He's really backing it up. So I really appreciate that. What do you think? I mean, you sort of touched on it. Like you're more like celebrity or like B-grade celebrity / influencer versus like your hardcore influencers.
Yes.
Who literally create... I think neither of us are in that sort of world where you've got sort of influencer who is literally creating...
They've created a full-on career, like millions and millions and millions of pounds, dollars, rands, whatever, in their lives, like just showing their life and like doing, you know, what I do every day, and this is my family and this is what my family does. Like I think I like that, but I don't really resonate with it, because there's a part of me where that part of kind of the influence is, how genuine is it? Like
it's not genuine.
Well, it's not. It's marketing.
Yeah, it's marketing. And also I do have a bit of a problem. I didn't even like write this in the run sheet, so I'm gonna go off on a little tangent, but specifically around mumfluencers using their kids in their content, and people just using their kids as content in general, I think is like you're making money off of them, and unless you're compensating them for it, that's such a they're not really consenting to
so
it.
Much,
so there's a lot there.
There's so much grey there, and I think obviously I don't know about you, I was never in the YouTube world.
But there's, I mean,
so many scandals around these mommy bloggers. That's also, once again, started off as bloggers, and they're kind of like I'm a lot older than you, like my age sort of thing, and around exploitation and
like the hours their kids had to work.
So I don't know. I find they're not saying all of them are like that.
No.
What I am noticing, and maybe it's just the ones that I'm following, a lot of them actually blow out their kids' faces.
Yeah. More and more, I think
more and more, it's becoming a real.
I think people are realizing that the internet is very dark.
No, the internet is not a safe place, and especially with all these AI caricatures as well. I mean, that thing is just like.
No, I mean, that's a thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We won't get into that.
We only get into. We won't get into that.
I think just as a bit of an explanation for people that don't necessarily understand influencing and content creation, there's a lot of ways that people monetize it. So platforms like YouTube, Twitch, even TikTok to an extent, you get paid for your views.
Okay.
And it's basically for advertising. The more people that interact with the platform, the more advertising they can sell.
Yeah.
So if you think when you're on YouTube, all those ads that, unless you're paying for ad free, all those ads that appear in content, those people are getting compensated basically because they know that people will come to the platform just to watch there. It's the same as Super Bowl, for example, like that. The cost of
like the cost per ad is like extraordinary, astronomical.
Yeah. So it's the same thing with YouTube and Twitch and the like. So you need to get to like a certain level of views, and then after that, you get paid for your content. A lot of it though is brand deals. And the adverts that they create. To a lesser extent, some of them have full-on brands of their own.
Yeah,
so
they
sell
create.
Merch. Yeah. I've bought merch from influencers before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Who?
I can't remember her name. But she was selling jumpers. I was like, those are nice jumpers.
Cool, fair enough.
But yeah, merch.
So you would have thought, you know, talking, just that you mentioned the ad. So only recently was if I'm an influencer and I've been gifted something, do I need to put ad or gifted or sponsored? But that's a very, very new law, because I think they were trying to control, because what was happening is it was just a complete free fall.
And you also don't know sometimes when you're interacting with an advert unless somebody's actually saying that you're interacting with an advert.
Exactly. You don't.
So, we're constantly being fed advertising.
Constantly. I don't think we realize how much. Is actually, and also, but that's also what you were saying now, how they make their money. So you can imagine that these brands are reaching out to these influencers via the DMs, right? Via the DMs, some of them might have management. There might be influencers that have management.
Yeah.
They all have management.
A lot of influencers do. There's management companies now that deal with influencers only.
So your management company is going to be reached out by, I don't know, Diet Coke, because that's in my view. And you're going to sell this, but what happens if you don't drink Diet Coke?
Well, this is where the authenticity comes from, and the how much do we trust any advertising really? So but it's very interesting. Apparently, about 30% of Gen Alpha say that they want to be YouTubers. Now, these are the kids that have literally grown up with this.
Well, completely. Do you blame them?
30%, and that goes to, is it a career or not, which we'll chat about a little bit later.
Do you blame them?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, that's what
it's lucrative.
It is so lucrative.
And it's a growing market, if anything. I don't think it's even that saturated.
There is a market for anything.
Absolutely.
There is a market for absolutely everything, not one size fits all.
So the way that you sort of interact with social media, do you think that there's like a dark side or a downside to it?
Yeah, definitely. And I find myself deleting Instagram regularly, more and more. I'm just like, I need a break because I can go so deep into the doom scroll. I think the biggest thing for me has always been the most obvious, right? Is that comparison. So I've kind of moved away from the curated Instagram, like, oh look, look at my wonderful dinner I'm making, and oh my gosh, I'm a corporate girly working in London, spend my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5, and I'm like, oh my goodness,
I'm not doing enough.
I'm literally not doing enough. So it's so nice to be able to see normal people. I think the comparison thing is huge. That also then leads into peer pressure, right?
Yeah, it makes you feel icky.
It makes you feel so icky because if in winter, like obviously we know winter here it can be relatively depressing, but you see all these wonderful influencers, they're going skiing or they're going out and about, and it's like, oh my gosh, I need to be doing this as well. I'm not living. And then summer comes, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I need to get out of summer.
Are you running enough?
Am I running enough? Am I going out enough? Am I appreciating the sun? Oh my gosh, I haven't left my desk all day. I better go out for a walk because everyone's doing their mental health walks. And I'm just like, the peer pressure is so overwhelming and so intense. And you said something the other day about like that overconsumption around like the halls.
The halls. Oh my goodness. Yeah, where they'll literally they'll partner with Boohoo or Shein or whatever it may be, and then they will like unpack item after item after item.
Crazy.
And it's basically like rubbish.
Yeah, well, it's all fast fashion.
It's all fast fashion.
Because
a lot of it gets sent back.
No one's doing that with like, I mean, Levi jeans also fast fashion. No one's doing that with, I don't know, a Dior. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Dior.
Or, a Cezanne haul.
Cezanne.
Maybe they are, but...
Yeah, we're not getting them.
Yeah, exactly. I can't afford that. But I mean, it's all fast fashion to an extent. All fashion is fast, but yeah, that problematic potentially.
But it's like when it's like they're going on holiday, so we need to buy 12 bikinis.
No, you don't. Yeah.
No, you don't. But then that makes me feel like not everyone before they're going on a holiday is going to buy themselves a new wardrobe. Yeah. But let me tell you, you're going to go on your Instagram and you're going to see summer season starts coming up, and it's like, oh well, I've picked up all my holiday stuff, and it's like, oh, should I be doing that?
Yeah,
should I not be doing it? You know what I mean? Like,
and also they're making money off of it. So affiliate links are something we haven't even spoken about.
Yes.
But every time you purchase something, clicking through their link, they are getting compensated.
Yeah, because there's obviously a unique link that they...
obviously the influencers that I really like, I'll make a point of sometimes following their links even if I don't buy stuff.
Yeah, I still click on it
to like get the clicks through.
Yeah, at least they're getting something, but I'm not buying something.
But I'm not necessarily buying it. I don't think I've often bought things, but even like discount codes and stuff like that. They're all getting compensated for. So it's part of the monetization of content creation.
You know what's something I was also thinking about? Like, I judge influencers. Like, that can be quite a negative side. Like, yes. I can be quite judgy. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Or you shouldn't be doing that.
Or like, how ridiculous is
Or like,
that?
how ridiculous. Exactly. Especially, I think, when you see them in the wild. I mean, in the wild, I mean outside.
At the gym.
At the gym, or like walking through the streets, or even like on Saturday, there's this influencer photo spot, right? And it's you can kind of see the background of Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament and the London Eye,
the telephone booth, the red telephone booth.
There were queues. Yeah, there were literal queues,
and people dressed to like the nines,
and they literally dress to the nines to get this photo. And there's a big part of me that judges them. Or when you're walking out and about and you're seeing, like, you can see there's obviously there's a photographer, an assistant, and the influencer, and they've got like bags of clothes, and it's like, okay, quickly let's like go into Pret to do a quick change. And I'm I'm kind of judging you a bit. I don't want to judge you, but
we do.
But I am judging you.
And do we judge people for doing their jobs every day?
No.
Like, I don't judge you for sitting behind your desk.
No, and I don't judge you for having to go to the office. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. But it's like, it's weird.
It's bizarre.
It's like a strange, like a bit of a weird connotation to it.
There definitely is. And I think that also just is like the negative side of it as well for you.
Yeah.
Or me. I don't mean you as in you.
Yeah.
But is that judging element? Like, what are we getting out of that by being judgy, really?
Exactly.
Nothing.
We're getting annoyed, but then does some of the judgment come from maybe jealousy? because you're like, that'd be quite cool.
Absolutely.
I want to have all the flexibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and also the balls for them to do it.
Yeah, the balls.
Or maybe the vulva for them to do it.
Or the confidence.
Yeah.
The confidence.
Good for them.
I think another thing though, and it's maybe not so much in my algorithm, and maybe we've managed to steer clear of it, is that I think sometimes what happens is that the more extreme your content, the more clicks and the more chances are it's going to get to a wider audience, and that can be quite terrifying. I think so. Like you're getting these 2 extreme views. We were talking about trad wives. Think of how popular trad wives
were, and
they're
just extreme.
They are just extreme views of a woman's role. There are multiple roles that a woman has, so it's nothing negative about it, but it's quite an extreme sort of viewpoint.
I mean there's something negative about it.
When I say negative, I'm comparing this to like Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Is our content going to be taken down again because we said the word Andrew Tate?
Probably.
Where was it taken down?
It wouldn't allow me to create a reel with Andrew. It was YouTube.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was YouTube. I wasn't allowed to say Andrew Tate.
Well, no reels on this section.
No reels on this section. Oh yeah, so go. Yeah, so just. It's that whole kind of extreme viewpoint is generally what gets people following, gets people going, you know. I think that can be quite dangerous. Do you think they really
feel that way most of the time?
Probably not.
Sometimes don't think so. I think most people actually pretty middle.
It's just marketing.
It's marketing.
I think it's just pure marketing. The scary thing is that you say, anyone can say what is actually the point in influencing. Fine, we can say there's no point, but is it going to stop you from consuming that content?
Absolutely.
Is it going to stop your kids? Is it going to stop your partner? Is it going to stop your mom, your dad, whoever?
Exactly.
You know.
But there's also a good side to it.
I think there's a good side to it.
I mean, we consume it.
We're consuming. I think going back to what I just said about the judgment part, and you actually said it quite right. Maybe like you may be a bit jealous of like the confidence. I think it can be very confident building. I think if you decide to put yourself out there, we know when we first started this, the first episode, we were shitting ourselves because it was like, oh my gosh, what are people going to think of me? But it's actually kind of like, it's quite freeing. I think not giving a shit what anyone actually thinks. And I think because if you decide to share that side of you, that can be quite confidence building and quite freeing as well.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think it can. I also think there's a lot of women out there that are creating content and creating careers for themselves.
Yes, which I think is great.
I think it's great. And the irony of it, right, is like Trad Wives is my favorite example of this.
Yeah.
Is their whole brand is the fact that they are just women sitting around baking bread,
making ice cream, and feeding our husbands and our children,
and raising
raw wonderful
milk babies.
Oh my gosh, raw milk baby, and nothing in this house will be processed. We're a single ingredient household.
We'll talk about the dark side of things like unpasteurized milk.
Yes, that's so dangerous. That is so dangerous. That is so dangerous.
Like a very dangerous side to this. But anyway, I do love the irony of Trad Wives because they are literally so wealthy and so rich.
They are making their money from something that they are shunning.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I love that.
But I also think it's fantastic because when they eventually have to leave their shit husbands, they can because they've got loads money. Of dough.
And all they've said to their husband is, husband, listen, I'm just going to create a couple of videos because I really want to inspire people to be a trad wife like me.
Exactly.
Meanwhile,
so
they're banking the they're making the millions.
No, they may not know that they're creating their escape plan. I'm damn proud of them for doing it.
Well done. I think to a certain degree you can find a tribe. You can kind of find like a safe space for you. You can curate your safe space online, and you can kind of find a bit of a tribe. So if you are a person that loves to bake bread, loves a cat, loves to, I don't know, dye the hair purple, whatever the case is, chances are you're going to find an influencer there that is almost identical, and you're going to have that bit of a sense of community. I think the world is lonely, right? And sometimes you do need a bit of a break. So while there's a lot of bad, you can actually find a bit of a community and a bit of a tribe as well, right?
Absolutely. And I love that. it's that opportunity for you to be a little bit less lonely.
Be a little bit less lonely. Let me tell you, I've learned some great life hacks from influencers. I've learned some great recipes. Oh my gosh. Goodness. Let me tell you, in my next life, I would like to be a food content creator. I just do not have it in me to do it.
I feel like you don't need to wait for your next life.
No, I can't. I've tried it once I tried to film myself once, and let me tell you, I cannot. I just can't.
I want a video of how I
No, I can't. I can't.
I feel like we should do a day in the life.
I can't. How many times have we said that? Have we ever done it? No. We're not. We're
not influencers.
We are sideline. What do you call? We just like look at things.
Yeah. Isn't it like voyeurs?
We're voyeurs. We took such lovely photos, which I think I might post them on Saturday. I literally started on Sunday, started typing something. I'm like, no, I'm not going to post this. I'm like, I can't. I don't know what to say.
Worst influencer ever.
Okay. So bad.
So what are your favorite influencers?
Okay. Favorite influencer. Number 1 is Em the nutritionist.
She's on my list too. Obsessed
with her. Although I will say, like, her recipes are stunning, but I feel like her life is like so curated.
Oh my gosh.
Which kind of annoys me a little bit, but I'm there for the recipes. And she also just seems like a really nice person. Yeah, she just seems, as curated as her life is, she seems like a really nice person. Love her. I've just found this new one which I'm obsessed with. She's an ex-nurse. She worked during COVID. She's a mom. I think she's kind of my age. She's got 4 kids and she had massive burnout. So she just turned to online to like build some form of a community.
Yeah.
And she makes, so her kids, she's got 4 kids, and like they have so many leftovers and nothing goes to waste in her house.
Oh, that's cool.
So she'll like make herself dinner from like her kids' leftovers because she's like, we're not wasting any food. She's like, literally nothing goes to waste. And she's
I love that.
Hilarious.
So nice.
She's so funny.
What is her name?
Her name's Ames LC.
Okay, cool.
She's really cool. It's Brandice. So It's Brandice I started following when we first moved to the UK. She used to do, she nicknamed herself the Roast Queen. She used to do roast, like ratings. Rate the roast. And I've just followed her for ages. I think she's great. So another food influencer. They're all food. So still love her. She's absolutely hilarious. She gets like loads of tattoos and she's going through like quite a wellness journey, but she still like goes out to eat and she like rates restaurants and stuff. And most of them are quite like restaurants we'd never go to, like Jamaican or Ghanaian or whatever. So it's always not like, it's nice to have a bit of diversity in terms of like, I don't know where the best pizza is all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like how much Italian food can you eat?
I really want to try curried goat. Like that's like on my list.
Cool.
Like I want to go I want to go like eat Caribbean food. I haven't eaten. I really want to eat.
Go to Turtle Bay.
No, Turtle Bay's cuck. That's the only place I've eaten Caribbean food. It was shit. Okay, that is not a true. I think they are doing a disservice. Buy Twice food reviews. 2 guys from East London. They're brilliant. They are super honest with their reviews. Okay. So love them. They're hilarious. Paul and Jerry. And then the last one is Mummy's Flippin' House. So she's my age. 3 kids. She lived in America. Her husband's American. They lived in America for a long time. She was one of those, started as a blogger YouTube, and she's got ADHD. And she lives somewhere in the south. I think like somewhere Teddington, Richmond, whatever. Because I've funny enough seen her husband at I actually saw her husband at Hampton Court Food Festival, and she's just cool. And it's always like day in the life of, or she'll be like dinner, and sometimes she just can't like cook dinner, so it'll be like M&S stuff or whatever, and it just depicts like her life. And it's like a normal life. You know, they've moved into this house, but not all rooms are done. You know, there's still boxes anyway. So she's just like a normal influencer to follow.
Cool. So that sounds very happy.
What are you? Yeah, it is. It's they give me joy.
Yeah.
So like it gives me joy, and I've actually got so many. Like I really do. Like, but I would say those are like my OG like stands.
Yeah, that's great.
We'll link them in the.
Mine is definitely Em the nutritionist.
Yeah,
love her. And also her like food is really tasty and filling, so which is quite nice.
Yeah. It's like proper.
Yeah, it's proper.
I also quite like that while she's nutrition, she doesn't put the calorie counting of her meals.
No. Yeah,
she's not focused. Like
it's under.
Yeah, she's not focused on calories. She's focused on like the protein and the fiber, which I really like.
Exactly. Another one who I've followed for absolutely years. Her name is Serena Wolf.
I had to go look at that when I saw this. I'm gonna go follow her now.
I'm so obsessed with Serena Wolf. So she lives in New York.
Okay.
She's married to
very difficult.
Anyway, she decided after she was done with Harvard that she actually wanted to like pursue cooking.
What a wonderful life.
Yeah, so she went to Le Cordon Bleu in Paris and just went and lived in Paris for a couple of years. Apparently she knew absolutely nothing about cooking when she got there. She learned everything.
Okay, well, I need to follow her. Am I going to get annoyed? Is it too perfect?
No, not at all.
Okay.
She's just so lovely and she's absolutely nothing like me, but she cooks amazing food.
Okay, done.
And I've made like loads of her recipes. In fact, my artichoke lemon chicken orzo dish.
You have not made that in a very long time. Oh it's gosh, so good.
That's her recipe.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, she's fantastic. Absolutely love it. And then she also does a monthly Q&A, where like people just ask her questions and then she'll answer them, and it's fun.
Okay, I love that.
It's just fun watching. And then my newest find is Hello Coco Doodle.
Okay,
it's Coco TV. It is literally a dog that is the owner makes use of AI to make the dog talk.
No, what dog is
so
it?
Cute. It's a doodle.
Okay, like a teddy bear dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. It's so cute. Okay. Like, she explains why she barked at the bird, or she'll explain why, like, the other day she was like, Mommy is always glued to the box, the little box, and I just want cuddles from Mommy. And I'm like, oh no.
This is what Louis spilled. This is Louis. Louis, can you hear me?
She's like, I just love my mommy so much. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, that is so cute. Okay, I'll give that a bash.
Yeah, it's so good. But there's so many, and they just like bring me so much joy. Honestly, sometimes I go like find them.
But that's the thing. Like don't you? That's why I do. I'm like old school. I love an Instagram. I know the videos are late, but give me an Instagram, because if I'm 2 seconds long on this one, then I'm going to get cute cat videos or cute dog videos. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or like funny ones.
Long form content.
Long form content is great. I love it. It's too this quick thing is too. Yeah. It's too
I don't
much
want a
for
3-second video. I want a 10-minute video.
I want 15. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Spoil me with your life that you put on the internet.
So then, what do you think? Is being an influencer a real job?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I think I do agree with you. I really do. I think I do. I think planning content is fucking hard.
It's a full-time job.
It's full-time.
Yeah. They're not like twiddling their
posting.
thumbs.
Can you imagine the posting fatigue you're getting? Mm-hmm. Going out to random places that people like me and you are looking at them and judging them.
Yeah, even though we consume that content.
Even though we're consuming them. Look, I am. Like, we're judging them, right? Hacks.
Yep.
Editing. We know editing is fucking hard. So yes, I do think so.
They're bookkeepers, they're content creators, they're employers sometimes. They literally have teams in some cases where they're small business owners that are creating employment for people. They're marketers, they're people managers, literally everything that comes with being a small business owner.
Yeah.
And a lot of them also like very skilled at what they do. So like
they're good.
The cooking stuff we watch, they're chefs. They're not just people
the
that
cooking
are cooking
content creators are unbelievable. Yeah. Like, these are home cooks that have really honed their skill and probably not have not even studied. They're not working in restaurants. They're just really good home cooks.
And they've studied and they've figured the way through. You've got doctors that have studied for years and are still doctors, and they're multitasking. You've got like finance. I actually follow quite a few like finance influencers.
Nice.
And they're economists. They're
giving advice. They're giving people free advice
a lot of the time.
I just think and I don't think this problem's ever going to change. I think there's so much noise around who to follow and who not to follow. Yeah. I do, however, think so. Yes, I think it is a real job. I really do, and I think our lives would be a lot less full without them. Let's just be honest. Yeah. I do think that there potentially is just an idea that everyone and anyone can do it.
Yeah, and it's not easy.
And I don't think it's easy. I was chatting to a friend of mine, and I was chatting to Chev in Dubai, and Dubai literally have a influencer visa.
Oh, yes.
They have an influencer visa.
Maybe not right now.
No one's going to. People are still going, but because funny enough, there's been such a migration from UK influencers to Dubai, right?
Quite recently.
Because of this visa. But she was saying to me, she was like, she's like, there are locals in Dubai that are getting so annoyed because you cannot walk down any place. She's like, with at least about 30 different influencers all trying to get the shot. Yeah. So I do think there's such a fine line in like the influencers that are so good at their job, and then people that just think, oh, of course I'm being an influencer.
I'm going to take a few photos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's where I'm a bit like, just go back to your day job.
Yeah.
Like literally go back to your day job. But yes, I think it is a job.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for entertaining that wonderful conversation.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I love talking about my algorithm.
Me too. I will not be an influencer.
No, absolutely not. We can't post for shit.
No, we're shit. Anyway, have a good week. Like, comment, subscribe.
Bye.